Have you ever felt as though your life has been a constant battle? Not just with circumstances, but within yourself. Have you wondered why some people seem to face extraordinary trials? As if every step toward growth is met with an equally powerful temptation to give up? The greater purpose often experience intense inner conflict. Some describe it as a struggle between light and shadow, not because they possess supernatural powers of both kinds, but because they are continually challenged to choose who they will become. Here are 7 symbolic types of chosen ones who walk this difficult path. Stay until the end, because the 7th type is often described as the rarest and many people overlook its signs.
Spiritual empire.
Let's begin. 1. The spiritual warrior. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to face challenge after challenge? Just when one problem ends, another begins. They lose opportunities others receive with ease. Relationships suddenly fall apart. Unexpected obstacles appear without warning. These is one of the signs that a person carries supernatural forces. The first type of chosen one is known symbolically as the spiritual warrior. The spiritual warrior does not have an easy life. Instead, they are continually confronted with choices. Will they answer hatred with hatred? Will they allow disappointment to destroy their hope? Or will they continue walking toward compassion, truth, and courage? These questions shape who they become. Think about a piece of iron placed into a furnace. Without the heat, it remains ordinary, but after enduring fire again and again, it becomes stronger. Many spiritual teachers use this image to describe personal growth. The hardships are not the goal, but the transformation. Sometimes, the spiritual warrior feels exhausted. They may wonder why life seems unfair. They may even question their purpose. Yet every setback becomes an opportunity to develop greater wisdom and empathy. That does not mean suffering is always part of a divine plan, or that every hardship has a hidden spiritual cause. Rather, many people find meaning by choosing how they respond to adversity. The greatest battle is often not against the outside world. It is the battle within. The battle against fear, against bitterness, against despair, and against pride. Those who continue choosing hope over hopelessness slowly become stronger, not because darkness gives them power, but because they refuse to let darkness define them. Have you ever experienced a season where every obstacle seemed to arrive at once? If so, reflect on how those experiences changed you. Sometimes the strongest people are not those who never struggle. They are those who keep moving forward despite the struggle. But there is another type whose journey is even more mysterious. These are the people who seem to emerge from painful chapters with a completely different outlook on life. The Shadow Conqueror. 2. The Shadow Conqueror. Have you ever met someone who has been through unimaginable pain, yet somehow radiates wisdom, compassion, and quiet strength? They weren't born that way. Their character was shaped through hardship. The shadow is as a symbol for the parts of ourselves we fear, deny, or struggle to control, not as proof that someone possesses supernatural darkness. This is why this second symbolic type of chosen one is often called the Shadow Conqueror. The Shadow Conqueror has faced fear. They have wrestled with anger. They have known disappointment. They may have experienced betrayal by people they trusted most. For a time, these experiences can make someone feel lost or overwhelmed. Some even begin to believe they will never recover. But then something changes. Instead of allowing pain to control them forever, they begin the difficult work of healing. Little by little, they learn forgiveness. Not because forgiveness erases what happened, but because carrying resentment forever can become another burden. The Shadow Conqueror understands that the greatest victory is often over the habits and attitudes that keep us trapped. Every person has moments when they are tempted to respond to hurt with more hurt. to choose revenge instead of peace, to become bitter instead of compassionate. Yet growth often begins when someone asks, "Who do I want to become because of this experience?" That question changes everything. Think of a seed planted deep underground. At first, all it knows is darkness. Yet from that hidden place, it grows toward the light. The darkness was not its destination. It was the place where growth began. In the same way, many people discover that their most difficult seasons eventually produce wisdom, humility, and empathy they never imagined possible. That is why those who have overcome great struggles are often the ones most able to encourage others. Their scars become reminders of survival, not symbols of defeat. But some people seem to notice what others overlook. They sense dishonesty. They recognize unhealthy patterns. They ask difficult questions that others avoid. Whether through careful observation, life experience, or strong intuition, they often perceive things beneath the surface. The truth revealer. 3. The truth revealer. Have you ever met someone who seems to notice what everyone else misses? They may not have all the answers, but they ask questions others avoid. They can sense when something doesn't seem right. They notice patterns. They pay attention to details. Wisdom and discernment are known to be gifts that grow through experience, reflection, and a commitment to truth. This doesn't mean someone can literally see hidden supernatural realities. Instead, it reflects the ability to observe carefully, think deeply, and remain open to insight. The truth revealer is rarely satisfied with appearances alone. While others accept the surface, they ask, what lies beneath? They seek understanding rather than easy answers. Sometimes, this makes them unpopular, not because they enjoy conflict, but because truth can be uncomfortable. History is filled with people who challenged accepted ideas, exposed injustice, or encouraged others to rethink long-held assumptions. Many were misunderstood before they were appreciated. The truth revealer often learns an important lesson. Speaking wisely is just as important as speaking honestly. Truth delivered without compassion can wound, but truth spoken with humility can inspire change. Knowing something is only part of wisdom. Knowing when and how to share it is another. Imagine walking through a forest covered in thick fog. Most people can only see a few steps ahead, but someone carrying a lantern helps everyone find the path. The lantern doesn't remove every obstacle. It simply provides enough light to move forward safely. That is the symbolic role of the truth revealer. Not to claim perfection, not to claim secret knowledge, but to encourage clarity where there is confusion, to encourage honesty where there is deception, to encourage hope where there is fear. Still, carrying the lantern can feel lonely. Some people may reject uncomfortable truths. Others may misunderstand good intentions. Yet patience, humility, and love are essential companions to wisdom. But there is another type whose heart is constantly drawn toward people in pain. They feel compelled to help others heal. The healer of broken souls. 4. The healer of broken soul. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to attract those who are hurting? Friends confide in them. Strangers open up to them. People who feel alone somehow feel safe in their presence. The healer is not necessarily a doctor. They may not be a counselor. They may never stand on a stage or become famous. Yet their words, their patience, and their willingness to listen can leave a lasting impact on the lives of others. Often, they understand pain because they have lived through it. Perhaps they experienced rejection. They lost someone they loved, and they endured loneliness, failure, or disappointment. Instead of allowing those experiences to make them cold, they gradually became more compassionate. Their own wounds taught them empathy. Think about a tree that has survived many storms. Its roots grow deeper with every season. When the winds return, the tree is able to provide shelter for others. In much the same way, people who have faced life's storms often become a source of strength for those still struggling. The healer does not always have the perfect answer. Sometimes, Healing begins simply by listening. Sometimes, the greatest gift you can offer another person is your presence, a gentle word, a helping hand, and a sincere act of forgiveness. These small actions can have a greater impact than we realize. But there is also a danger. Those who care deeply for others can forget to care for themselves. They may carry burdens that do not belong to them. They may become emotionally exhausted from trying to fix every problem. That is why wisdom is important. Compassion does not mean sacrificing your own well-being. Healthy boundaries allow you to continue helping others without losing yourself. Remember this: you cannot pour from an empty cup. Even those who encourage others need rest, support, and time to heal. If you have ever encouraged someone through a difficult season, or if someone once encouraged you, write in the comments. Kindness changes lives. Your words might remind someone that hope still exists, but there is another symbolic type whose journey is marked by courage. When others retreat in fear, they stand firm, not because they never feel afraid, but because they refuse to let fear control their choices. Many traditions describe them as the guardian against darkness. 5. The guardian against darkness. Have you ever wondered why some people remain calm in the middle of chaos, while everyone around them is overwhelmed by fear? They remain steady, while others lose hope. They continue encouraging those around them. They often portray this as standing firm against destructive influences, injustice, or despair. The guardian against darkness is not fearless. In fact, they often experience fear more deeply than others. The difference is that they refuse to let fear make their decisions. Every day presents a choice to give in or to stand firm. Many people imagine courage as something dramatic, a great battle, a heroic sacrifice. But real courage often appears in ordinary moments. Choosing honesty when lying would be easier. Choosing forgiveness when revenge seems tempting. Choosing integrity when no one is watching. These quiet decisions shape a person's character. Throughout history, countless people have stood against injustice, protected the vulnerable, or defended what they believed was right, despite enormous personal risk. Their strength did not come from being perfect. It came from remaining faithful to their values. Think of a lighthouse standing on a rocky shore. Storms crash against it. Powerful winds shake it. Massive waves surround it. Yet the lighthouse remains standing, not because the storm disappears, but because its foundation is strong. The guardian understands something many people forget. Darkness often grows when good people stop caring. A small act of courage, a kind word, a truthful decision can influence more lives than we realize. However, there is another lesson. Guardians are not meant to fight every battle alone. Even the strongest people need trusted friends, wise mentors, and supportive communities. Strength is not found in isolation. It is strengthened through healthy relationships. If you have ever chosen to do what was right, even when it was difficult, write in the comments, "I choose courage over fear." Your words may inspire someone who needs strength today. But the next type is the most mysterious. These are the people who often experience vivid dreams, powerful intuition, or moments of profound insight that change the way they see the world. The visionary. 6. The visionary. Have you ever had a dream that stayed with you long after you woke up? Or there was a moment when an idea came to you so clearly that it changed the direction of your life? Dreams, reflection, and intuition have been viewed as possible sources of inspiration. At the same time, they can also arise from our memories, emotions, and subconscious minds. Because of this, they are best approached with humility and thoughtful discernment rather than treated as certain predictions. The visionary sees possibilities where others see obstacles. When everyone else says, "It can't be done," the visionary quietly asks, "But what if it can?" Their gift is not knowing the future with certainty. Their strength lies in imagination, insight, and the courage to pursue meaningful ideas. Many of history's greatest inventors, artists, reformers, and spiritual leaders were first called dreamers. People laughed at their ideas. People doubted their vision. People said they were wasting their time. Yet they kept moving forward, not because success was guaranteed, but because they believed the journey was worthwhile. A meaningful dream may inspire reflection. A sudden insight may encourage a new direction. But true wisdom also asks questions, seeks good counsel, and remains open to correction. That balance protects us from confusing every strong feeling with certainty. Imagine an eagle soaring high above the mountains. From that height, it can see paths hidden from those on the ground. The eagle does not create the landscape. It simply has a wider perspective. In much the same way, the visionary tries to step back from immediate problems and ask, what is the bigger picture? Sometimes the answer comes through patient study, sometimes through prayer or meditation, sometimes through years of experience, and sometimes through quiet reflection after life's most difficult seasons. But every visionary faces one great enemy: doubt. Not only the doubt of other people, but their own. There are moments when they wonder if their hopes are unrealistic, whether they should simply give up, whether the obstacles are too great. Yet many meaningful achievements in life began with one person refusing to abandon a worthwhile vision, not because they knew the outcome, but because they believed it was worth pursuing. If you have ever held on to hope when others could not see what you saw, write in the comments, I will keep my vision alive. Now we arrive at the final type, the one known as the rarest. These individuals are not recognized by dramatic displays or extraordinary claims. Instead, they are recognized by something much quieter, a life shaped by wisdom, humility, compassion, and inner peace, the balanced one. 7. The balanced one. Final part. This is not extraordinary knowledge. It is not dramatic experiences. It is not popularity, and it is not power. It is balance. Many people spend their lives chasing success. Others spend their lives chasing recognition. Some chase influence. Others chase wealth. This is the 7th symbolic type, the balanced one. The balanced one understands something that takes many people years to discover. Every person experiences both noble impulses and destructive temptations. The question is not whether those struggles exist. The question is, which one will you choose to nurture? Every decision shapes character. Every habit shapes destiny. The balanced one knows that true strength is not found in dominating others. It is found in mastering oneself. When insulted, they choose patience. When disappointed, they choose perseverance. When successful, they choose humility. When they fail, they choose to learn instead of surrender. That does not mean they are perfect. Far from it. They still experience fear. They still make mistakes. They still have moments of weakness. But they refuse to let those moments define their entire life. Instead, every mistake becomes a lesson. Every setback becomes an opportunity to grow. This journey is compared to as climbing a mountain. The higher you climb, the more difficult the path becomes. But the higher you climb, the clearer your perspective becomes. The balanced one has learned another important lesson. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can choose how you respond. That single decision changes everything. People often ask, what makes someone truly chosen? Is it extraordinary experiences? Is it unusual abilities? Or is it a special knowledge? It suggests that what truly sets a person apart is not what happens to them, but the character they develop along the way. Kindness, integrity, wisdom, compassion, and courage. These qualities are available to anyone willing to cultivate them. Perhaps that is the greatest mystery of all. The people who quietly change the world are often not the loudest. They are the people whose everyday choices reflect the values they believe in. Before you leave today, take a moment to reflect. Which of these 7 symbolic types resonated with you the most? The spiritual warrior, the shadow conqueror, the truth revealer, the healer of broken souls, or the guardian against darkness, the visionary, or the balanced one. Remember, these categories are symbolic ways of thinking about personal growth, found in various spiritual traditions. They are not labels that define who you are, and they are not claims about supernatural powers. Every day presents a new opportunity to grow in wisdom, courage, and compassion. If this video encouraged you, don't forget to click on the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another journey into the mysteries of spirituality. Here on Spiritual Empire, stay curious, stay humble, and continue seeking truth with open heart. Share this video to someone